After a busy spring, I finally managed to gather my beloved elderflowers. It has been several years since I last had the chance to enjoy the blossoming of this beautiful tree. Year after year, together with him, we created a new green waterfall, and at last, our hair could dance together in the spring wind. It was a team effort, branches and arms, ends and leaves. I do not like the idea of taming trees, but I had to guide his branches in the right direction so they could thrive again, lush and undisturbed, under my protection. In a distant past, along the boundary line of my small woodland, there ran a small ditch that was home to my plane trees, willows and elder trees. Intensive agriculture sealed the ditch, and a metal fence was erected along its course. But years later, that exhausted neighboring piece of land was left to itself and to that special kind of healing magic only nature knows how to work. I had the privilege of witnessing that time of renewal and prosperity, when my trees could thrive again, expanding their beautiful crowns wild and free, nurturing that new little heaven. It all happened in a matter of minutes, with the violence and speed of an extreme weather event, but by the hand of man. They bought the land, and with large machines equipped with powerful jaws and sharp teeth, they crushed and shredded all the teeming, wondrous life that once thrived there. We were first to cut back the majestic crowns of our trees, in accordance with cold and sterile boundaries. Only time and slow, steady care could restore dignity and beauty to those stumps, sole survivors of a magical time when nature lived undisturbed, delighting our senses without having to ask anyone's permission, free and wild. Branch after branch, their magnificent crowns grew back in the safest place. And so this year, for the first time, I was able to transform the beauty and fragrance of elderflowers into a drink that speaks of memory and vitality. A wild elixir obtained with patience and without imposition, following its rhythm, observing its slow mutation into something new, a live liquid memory of flowers. It is called wild fermentation. It requires no special equipment, no particular precautions, and no starter culture. Only what nature has to offer: flowers, or herbs, or fruits, pure water and sugar. All you have to do is stir it twice a day to keep it oxygenated, and patiently wait for the magic to unfold. Unlike many others, the blossoming of the elder tree doesn't last long. Like a messenger heralding the arrival of summer, it appears in late spring, where the first torrential rains pour generously over the lush green of a nature now fully awake. Spontaneous fermentation is a celebration of life, pure alchemy of nature. With time, the countless microorganisms living on the surface of the flowers feed on the sugar. This slowly releases carbon dioxide, creating a natural effervescence. These tiny beings, invisible to the naked eye, are the most precious for us. They are part of the deep connection between us and the world we live in. They are all around us and within us, nourishing us and protecting us. After a few days of this quiet magic unfolding, the result is a naturally sparkling drink with a flavor that is unique and never quite the same to us. It carries the taste of freshness and the delicate elegance of the elder's crown, adorned each spring with white umbels embroidered by fairies. Trees are memory, but what they no longer are, we are the ones who must remember. I still carry the memory of that little haven within me, in a deep place in my heart, still illuminated by wonder and, at the same time, wet with tears. This was my way of remembering those oaks and birches, those fig trees and mulberries, those maples and linden trees, the offspring of my beloved trees, and the little lives they were home to.